Sounds good to me.
Lucy 2, Rachel 3. Okay. When last we met, you had, after some interesting happenings over at an abandoned house, ostensibly belonging to one Marjorie Fontaine, where both Delphine and Naomi ended up fighting this strange woman who kind of proceeded to kick your asses a lot until Delphine managed to slash her throat. You saw some strange things along the way. Meanwhile, Estelle, inside the house, you were contacted by something. You saw some images from your past, memories you perhaps would rather forget, but that keep sticking to you like a glue, and encountered an entity that allowed you to relive for a very brief period of time the first high you had with Lucivex, which put you in a state of euphoria and kind of, well, you know, the aforementioned giraffe. After that, you all headed over to the motel where the double murder occurred, and there again encountered strange happenings. You found another woman named Estelle chained in the bathroom. She talked about another one being dead. She seemed to be kind of out of time a little bit. It was very strange, and she disappeared, and you found a door. When you opened it, you saw a strange corridor that led off in a direction, but there was no corridor in the motel. And at the end of the corridor, you saw a young woman in a little night shift with some blood who looked very, very not well. Delphine and Iomi, you decided that the dog next door was barking. You decided that it was time to exercise the better part of valor, and as you exited, Estelle decided that no, staying was the better thing and closed the door behind her and stayed behind. As we begin then tonight, Delphine and Iomi, you have hustled it back out of the motel room, and find yourselves in Delphine's car. I'm assuming pedal to the metal getting out of there, Delphine?
No, because I know the cop's sitting out there.
Yeah.
I think she's just kind of getting in and being as casual as possible about pulling out.
This was a movie. This is where the car would not start right away, and you'd be like, come on, come on, come on, come on. And it would turn for a while, but it's not a movie, so the car starts. It's a piece of shit, but it starts.
Yeah. It starts in the fucking Show No Mercy Slayer just starts blaring, and she's like, oh God, and turns it down really fast.
Nice. That's so fucking loud. Del. I think I have something to show you. Let's swing by my place.
Right. You just lead the way.
Yep. Yeah, go up that way, take a left, and then I'll direct you the rest of the way.
As you drive through the city and head towards a place where Iomi lives, where does Iomi live? What kind of place is it? What does it look like as you pull up to it?
They put me in like a one-floor bungalow, and it's a piece of fucking garbage. It looks like it was probably built somewhere in the mid-60s, and it's half falling apart despite the fact that there's no goddamn rain. It's about the color of old dust. And the windows, I have done my best to keep them clean, but the dust in this fucking town just does not let up. So there's this like caked, maybe millimeter layer of like dust and sand and like cobwebs all around the corners of these like big windows that look inside, but there are blinds, like these ceiling to floor blinds that kind of dangle down that you can't see past.
You climb up Do you do you just go in alone, Iomi, or do you invite Delphine in?
No, I'm bringing Del here to show her that fucking painting. After seeing that woman in the bathroom in the collar with the chain, I feel like it's pertinent. I don't know what the hell any of this means.
So you climb up and struggle perhaps with the keys a little bit, and eventually you open the door. Delphine, when you walk in, the place is littered with art, paintings, half finished, some barely started, all over the place. The general theme and mood of a lot of the paintings is kind of disturbing. A lot of them are very twisted and dark, and even those that aren't overtly such tend to have a very kind of disturbing feeling about them. I would like you to give me a keep it together roll, which is a plus willpower.
That is a 17.
Excellent. You see this and manage to not be thrown off too much. Go ahead and give me a see through the illusion, which is plus soul.
That is a 13.
The strangest thing as you walk into this room and see all these strange, alienating paintings littered about is that you feel like you're being observed through them. Like there's something on the other side of them that is keeping an eye, not specifically on you perhaps, but on this place. And as you walked in, you've sort of suddenly felt like you're under scrutiny.
Yeah. So this is my work. Well, fuck it. Who cares? I'm a painter, originally from Boston. I'm in New York. I'm kind of big. That one's not my work. That was actually Estelle's. And you see like this odd painting of a girl with these like in a pig mask with all these men around her. That one was interesting, so I kept it. It made her uncomfortable to paint, but she did it, so I kept it. Okay, so hold on. I just need I need a moment. Okay, sometimes I get these like weird moments where I lose time in some of my work. It's really inspired, and I don't know quite where it comes from. But then I kind of wake up, and then then you get a piece that's really magnificent. But there was this one yesterday, and this one had you. It had something that looked a lot like you, but it's you in a compromising position, and you've got a metal silver collar, and there is a chain, and then there's a man in a suit with the chain, and I thought maybe we need to look at this because this makes me think of that woman who was in the bathroom who just fucking disappeared, and then Estelle went away. I don't know what's going on, but come, let's go look at the painting.
Right. You know, I'm going to be really honest with you right now. This place kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies, so let's go look at your painting so I can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I really evoke a certain mood. I love what I do, and it pays. Yeah, but come. All right. Over here. Watch out for the paint cans and the paint thinner. Watch. I know it's messy. I'm sorry. I lost it and I did this. It's unbelievably gorgeous. I don't know what the hell it means. And there you see the painting.
You behold a painting very much as described by Iomi of a young woman on her knees, chained at the hands and with a collar and a chain that goes to the hand of a man sitting in shadows on this big dark throne. And the thing that strikes you about it is that it does look like you, but it does in fact look exactly like your sister.
When I saw the visions in the house, and in the hotel room. I saw my sister with someone, right, at one point.
Yeah.
Does that person look like this person in the painting, or are they too shadowed?
Too shadowed, but I would say that you get the sense that it's probably the same. You're getting the same kind of feeling off of it, even though there's really no detail to the face.
Lines would see Dell just kind of staring at this painting with almost unfocused eyes, like it's sending her elsewhere as she's looking at it. And just kind of, like, Dell's not home right now, Mrs. Torrance. Kind of scenario going on while she's staring.
Yeah, like if you take a quick look, like the way I rendered the lighting is absolutely fucking immaculate, and I don't know how I did it. It's like another painter came in and did it for me. But are you okay?
You don't remember nothing about... Yeah, you don't remember nothing about painting this? You didn't see anything, or...
No, it all like goes blank, and I can't remember what I felt at the time, and then I woke up sort of here, my head fucking blearing, and it was time to like get out of the goddamn house. So then I left. Oh shit. Anyways, then we met up, right? I went over to the bar, but like, this is what I left, and I have no idea what it means. Do you? Is that you? It looks like you, but not.
So, your name, they keep calling you Iomi.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
That's the name they gave me when they sent me out here. I don't fucking know who it was, what it comes from at all. It's a weird fucking name. I'm Robert.
Well, it's my sister's name, actually. And I think you painted my sister. I can see where you would see the resemblance there.
Yeah.
But
Wait.
I think that there's something really fucked up going on here, because clearly all our names are not our names, but
right.
Clearly these names are people.
Yeah.
It's not like they just drew some fucking names out of a hat.
Yeah, and Estelle disappeared into a fucking impossible hallway in the middle of a motel where it didn't belong. And there was a strange woman just in that bathroom who disappeared.
Right.
So, there's a lot of weird shit.
Her name was Estelle, the woman in the bathroom.
Oh, that's right. Her name was Estelle, too.
It's convenient, wasn't it?
That's a word one could use. It's fucked up. If nothing else. I have no idea.
You got anything to drink in here? I feel like I could probably use a drink about now.
There's tap water and I think a bottle of vodka under the cabinet, but coffee. I could make you coffee. I drink a lot of coffee.
You know, vodka really sounds quite nice right now. I don't think I would say that on a regular occasion because it does give me a bit of the rubbing alcohol vibes. But I'll take the bottle.
Okay, yeah. Over there in that cupboard, there's a half bottle of Stoli.
Beautiful. And she just goes over and takes the bottle out and just takes a healthy swig out of this bottle.
Yeah, hand that over here. I want some too.
She hands it over.
Thanks.
Are you sure you haven't just been hanging out in this hole sniffing too much turpentine or something? Because I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm going a little bit crazy, you know?
Well, yes, you probably are, and so am I, apparently, because the universe just seems to be melting away into nonsense. But no, I've always experienced this. This is how it comes out. Like, right. It's central to my fucking inspiration. That's why I make this evocative mood that I do. But like, if you look at the other pieces in here where I'm totally clear-headed and present, there's a similarity in the tone, but like I prefer abstract like color studies and textures, and like it's a completely different brushstroke. And this, well, somehow related, is it's it's hyper real. It like the lighting in it is just gorgeous in a way that I could never, that I aspire to.
Maybe there's just something in the water out here.
Yeah, leaded gasoline.
I believe it.
But that's not what's doing this. I've been doing this since before I came out here. This
Yeah,
is
but
my
have
whole
you been
fucking life.
painting like this since before you came out here?
Not at this scale. Not at the resolution. I've had some moments that have been utterly inspired that seem to tell me something from somewhere else, but I don't know. They never quite make sense.
None of this makes fucking sense.
No.
I don't know what we saw in that hotel room, but I don't know about you, but I'm having a real hard time wrapping my fucking brain around it personally. I feel like maybe this is it. Maybe I'm just finally fucking losing it, you know?
Yeah, I do. I fucking do. I would like to use my ability early today, and I'd like to discover a clue about what the like painting itself means, even if like the content of the painting isn't necessarily the whole point, and how it's connected.
So one of the things I'll remind you of, and I don't mean that to sound shitty, it's just because it's been forever since we talked about this, but when you first saw this painting, you had this one word that echoed in your mind, Hartwell. Just reminding you of that.
Yes.
And
I'll mention that too. Like there's one name that popped into my head when this happened, and that's Hartwell. But yeah, if there's anything else to help connect some of these dots with thread string.
Does that ring a bell to me, Bleak?
You remember the detective, Thomas Church, mentioning a place called Hartwell.
But he didn't go beyond that. It just kind of said Hartwell.
Yeah. I don't think you've encountered it anywhere else.
Okay.
What you can do, though, if you want, and I'll get to your sixth sense in a quick second here. If you want, you can make a plus reason roll.
That is a 10.
Unfortunately, it doesn't ring. Well, 10. Yeah, it doesn't really ring a bell, unfortunately, for you.
I don't know, that church guy, that detective, I don't know, fucking cop, mentioned something about a town called Hartwell.
Do you know how far away it is?
I don't have a fucking idea.
I think I have a road atlas, but that's out in my car by the bar. We can take a look.
As far as your sixth sense goes, your clue, two things are going to happen here. First off, when you look at the painting again, now that you know who the painting is of, I would like you to give me a roll plus 0.
Okay. 11.
11. You feel, as you look again on the painting, it comes to life in the sense that you now understand that this is a real person that you painted. You've never met this person. You have the same name as this person. You know her sister. You now know it's her. You suddenly feel this deep, really unreasonable, passionate link to the woman in the painting. This will be the subject of your victim of passion. disadvantage. From now on, you have an overwhelming passion for the real Iomi. You seek to know her, to know as much as you can about her, and at its most dangerous, this passion pushes you to want to possess her at any cost. That is when you do really bad on your roll and on really bad days. For now, with your 11 roll, you feel this passion awakening inside of you, and I take one hold on you. You just suddenly feel like your life will be meaningless and incomplete unless you find out who this person is, meet her, get close to her. And this is a disadvantage in this it's cult, so it's kind of creepy.
We've got to go to Hotwell. I think that's central to all of this. She's important.
No, what we gotta do is we gotta go back to that goddamn house and hide that fucking gun.
Yes, but then we have to go.
And here's your clue from your sixth sense. It suddenly dawns on you. You remember that word, Hartwell. You remember why it felt familiar. You remember there was a small town in Nevada in the early 70s that burnt down. The entire city completely burnt down. Completely off the map. Most of the people in the town died. And you remember seeing this being reported and then completely disappearing from the news and never being mentioned again. And this would have been around 73, 74, maybe latest.
I think he has been closing in on the painting, and he's like feeling the brushwork of the oil along the silver collar on Iomi's neck. We have to go. It's in Nevada. We have to find it.
Are you all right?
Are you? Are you fucking all right? No, I'm not all right. But no, let's go try to find that goddamn gun and then go to Hotwell. We can find it on a map.
Right. You think you can stop stroking my sister in front of me? It's a little weird, Lines.
It's so beautiful, though. Like, come look close at the lighting along the silver.
Yeah, because that ain't making it even weirder or anything like that. How about we go get in the car and go do the fucking job that we need to get done, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yep. Right.
He's gonna grab, I think, pen and sketchbooks.
And you head off back to the car and head off to the house. Did I understand it correctly?
Yeah. Reluctantly.
We're so fucked.
We're so fucked.
Estelle, the door is closed behind you.
Speaking of being fucked, go on.
The hallway that you saw for a second, looking somewhat like this prison kind of hall, has morphed into something more akin to what you might expect, a long hallway in a motel. However, in the direction it is going, it is impossible. There is an alley there and then the main road. It makes no sense. The girl at the other end has disappeared in one of these doors. You have the portrait. You saw the portrait on the side of the door of the building. where you had gone with Rip the last time you found some Lucivex. The building where you saw two people, a middle-aged white man and an Asian woman, shoot another woman in the head and kill her. You have that picture, and behind it you see the towers from the sun farms out in the desert. You know the the picture is meaningful somehow, but you don't know how. But the door is closed.
Oh.
There's this long hall in front of you, and perhaps it's the adrenaline of everything that happened in the other room, but you feeling a bit more level-headed than you have in a while. You're feeling like the residual high from your encounter in Marjorie's house is fading a little.
I feel like there's a moment where I almost want to check the door behind me to see if I can open it again. But still, I have this lingering curiosity that I have to push forward. So with a hand hovering over the door knob, I retract and turn around. And there's just... Is this hallway just like eternal going in a direction, or does it have a back wall?
You don't know. You're gonna have to start walking to find out.
Okay, I can't see from here. Understood. I walk. I would like to check doors occasionally.
Every door
Unless the first one opens.
No, every door you walk by is locked. I'm not saying you couldn't open in one or the other. You can decide that for yourself. But every door you try is locked. And each one of them has different strange sounds coming from behind. One of these doors has a TV on really loud. It sounds like some kind of infomercial, a late night infomercial, maybe someone selling a Ronco rotisserie or something to that effect, or a ShamWow guy or whatever. And you move on further, and in the other one you hear a baby crying. And even further down you hear what at first sounds like the sound of someone striking someone, but then you hear moans of pleasure and a strange whirring electrical sound. Every room has a strange audio. I don't know what to call it. It's just, you get the sense that it's not real. There's not something in that room making that sound. It's kind of like an echo of something, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I think I'm kind of just checking doors, at least at first, just to kind of see what clicks. But are there any sounds that I'm hearing that I that I connect to or feel different?
For a moment in one of them, you thought you heard a familiar voice. You can't quite place it, but there's a strong sense of familiarity, and when you try to pick out the words, it's someone arguing, and you pick up the name Dell. Someone's arguing with somebody else. There's music playing, like this strange piece that goes from classical Swan Lake kind of ballet to the kind of music you'd hear in a Vegas showroom. And it goes back and forth, and every time the two people in the room argue, whichever voice speaks, this music changes to kind of accompany it, and you feel a sense of familiarity to it, but you can't place it.
I try knocking on the door.
You knock on the door, and all the sounds inside end.
As if people inside wanted to hide, or as if the reality stopped existing?
As if you had frightened whatever was in there making that noise.
Huh. You said I could try to unlock the door.
Mm-hmm.
I try.
How do you want to do this?
I don't know. You said I could try.
Yeah, but do you try doing something physical? Do you try willing it to open? What is it that you... What is your approach to it?
I actually think willing is not an unsound answer, because I don't think a physical approach is really something that I want to do first. But I don't know. There's something about that feels right.
Give me a plus willpower roll.
Ooh. 17.
The door handle turns and the door opens somewhat. Just a little bit.
Meaning I can open it?
You can push it open if you want, sure.
Yeah.
You push it open. You see a hotel room that you've never seen before. It has a very Vegas feel to it, like you would expect a room in a crappy North Vegas casino to look like. With the wall that's like this, wallpaper of Acapulco sunset kind of thing, and, like straight out of frickin' Scarface or something. You push the door open, and in the middle of the room, you see a stone carving. The stone carving is the size, basically, it's as tall as the room. It reaches to the ceiling, and it's about the width of two people. And the carving itself is this strange figure. It has a feel of maybe something from like Cambodia or Thailand or something like that. Some of those religious carvings that they have, the figures look kind of like that. They are two dancers, but when you look closely at them, they are joined at the hips and chest, as if they have two sets of legs, two sets of arms, and two heads, but the core of the body, the trunk of the body, is just one.
What does it smell like in here?
It smells of sweat, like sweat and perfume.
Interesting. I think I approach the figure, and curiosity takes me, and I go to graze it with my finger and trace the lines of its limbs.
As soon as you touch it, you get this quick flash of this carving having come to life. There is suddenly in front of you, underneath your hand that you're touching, two people, two real people that look a lot like each other, like maybe they're siblings or something, tied in this way, and they are arguing, and it's the two voices from earlier, but they're melded together. Their trunks and their flesh just sort of one at the center. As soon as you touch them, you feel the skin and the sweat underneath your fingers. Give me a keep it together roll. Remember to apply any stability penalties you have.
Yeah. Ten. You recoil from this.
the suddenness of it, the grotesqueness of it, makes you recoil from it. You lose one stability. And I will say you suddenly feel sad. A sadness comes over you. You feel that sadness about these two people fighting, to be so close to each other, yet to be fighting to not get along is just extremely sad to you. And just as you kind of recoil from that and feel that, you hear just behind you, Callie.
I look back.
You see just the barest hint of someone moving away from the door. And you hear
I move for it.
footsteps in the hallway. You run out into the hallway. When you step out into the hallway, it has changed again. You look down the hallway, and it now looks like some kind of hospital, maybe. Like a prison hospital or something like that. Some kind of rundown, abandoned research place. You see gurneys and medical equipment littering the hall. And as you look down the hall, the lights that are on the ceiling close and open as you watch a figure of a young woman running away from you. And you hear again, Callie.
Hello?
And at the end of the hall, the woman stops, looks over her shoulder a little bit. You barely see. And then she ditches into a room.
Wait! I go for that room.
You run forward. When you turn the corner and look into the room, you see what looks like a very old, probably dating from the 60s, maybe 70s, operating room, maybe. Abandoned also. You see, standing in the corner, staring at you, a woman you've never met before. She has feathered, blonde, dark hair. She's wearing what you would perhaps describe as poor country folk clothes from a few decades ago. And she stands in the corner, and when you come into the room, hello, Callie. I'm glad to finally meet you.
Hello? Who are you?
Her name's Delphia. Delphia Kitchen. We've known each other for a while, but we're only now just meeting. It's the strangest thing. Won't you come in and talk with me for a little while?
Where is this?
Place from our memories. Well, my memories. But I guess my memories are yours now.
Okay. And I step in.
When you step in, she steps forward and kind of moves closer to you. There's not really much of a place to sit, but if you don't mind sitting on that, what is that, an operating table? You can go ahead and do that. I'm perfectly happy standing. I'll crouch when I get tired.
I mean, you could sit with me.
All right. I'd like that. And as you move to sit, you notice something. You notice there's a cabinet that is closed, a glass stuff cabinet that is closed, and as you peruse quickly what's inside, you can see that there's a cornucopia of various drugs. And suddenly you feel that little scratch, itch in the back of your mind that tells you that you recognize what that is, and there's a part of you that is yearning for it. And before we continue, I'm going to ask you to make a roll on your drug addict, which is a roll plus 0.
6.
I take 3 holes on you. You see this cabinet. You don't really know what all the drugs are. You can clearly see that some appear to be medicinal, but others perhaps not so much. And just as you were sitting down, just as Delphia sits down next to you, I will use one of my holds, you jolt forward. And before you really realize what you're doing, you're on your knees in front of this thing, trying to open it, trying to get inside of it, looking at it. And it's kind of like you're a starving woman who is in front of a vending machine, and the vending machine is full of food, and you can't open it, and you're trying to find a way to open it, and there doesn't seem to be a handle or anything. What do you do?
I can't open this?
What do you do?
You said there's glass on it?
Yeah.
I'll smash the glass.
You rear back and with your elbow smash the glass. The glass cuts your arm, but you're digging in here. You're pulling it out. You do see that there's a ton of medicinal drugs. There's downers, there's uppers, all sorts of things. And the more you look, the more you see there's everything. You can see little containers of cocaine. You can see some dark brown liquid. There's all sorts of things. And you are just overwhelmed with the choice that you have in front of you. What do you go for? What do you reach for?
As you said, there's cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
Probably that.
You reach out. As soon as your fingers touch the bag, you can taste it. You can feel that cocaine nasal drip coming down. Like you look forward to that disgusting part of it. That just that taste is in the back of your throat. And you feel Delphia next to you, and she puts her hand on yours and she goes, "Not right now, honey. We need to talk."
But I can talk. I can talk flat.
Not right now. And as she holds you and holds the hand, you can feel that overwhelming desire start to tamp down a little bit. It's not gone, but it kind of gets pushed down. I'll keep it at bay for a little while. You go ahead and you keep that. You're probably going to need it by the time we're done, but for now, let's just sit down and have a nice little chat. What do you say?
Sure, if I can keep it.
Oh, you can keep all of it, sugar. All of it's yours to take if you want. I don't want none of it.
All of it.
You can have anything you want.
Okay.
Down in your pocket.
I think I pocket what I took for at least, yeah.
Come and sit with me. Sit a spell. We're going to have ourselves a little chat. And by the time we're done, you're going to understand a whole lot of things that have not been making a lot of sense. You with me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good girl. All right. Meanwhile, across the desert in a little car. You drive back outside the city, up that dirt road, and eventually in your headlights see that house again standing in front of you. It's looking way more dilapidated than when you saw it earlier. The stucco is cracked, peeled off in many places. The eaves are broken. The grass is like 3 feet high, dry. Windows are broken or boarded up with plywood. It looks like it's been a year or two since you've been here.
I don't quite remember it looking quite this way.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Okay, yeah. So I'm not the only one.
All right. I hate this. We probably shouldn't go alone. We should go together.
Mm-hmm.
I
dropped the gun in the back, so we don't even have to go inside. We can just...
Yeah. All right. Let's do this quick and gotta move on.
Right. She cuts the engine and gets out and makes her way towards around the house where she had walked to go into the backyard.
You walk around back. The place is overgrown. Dry brush has grown out of the sand. You can't really make out any of the signs of the struggle from earlier or anything like that. But you can pick out easily enough where you dropped it. And when you walk over to it, you see that it's not there, but you see footsteps that have come by where it is and kind of loitered around it. And then made their way into the house.
Do you see it?
No. Looks like someone was here since we've left. She points to the footprints.
Your manager's going to be pissed, huh?
Yeah, I don't think I'm as worried about my manager right now as I am someone has a murder weapon.
Yes. Yes. Should we maybe be further away from this possible location where one might possess said murder weapon hidden in the bushes, potentially aimed at us?
She is going to look up and look around the backyard. Is the body still here?
Nope. I will say, however, that it doesn't appear that the footsteps went anywhere near where the body was, so it doesn't feel like the body got up.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I'm at this point. Maybe getting shot is probably a best case scenario if you really think about it. But I don't even see this body. So yeah, this just keeps getting fucking weirder. I'm gonna be real honest.
You want to leave?
No, I really want that gun. I'd like for someone else to not have that gun that has my fingerprints on it. And who knows? Maybe that person got up after I decapitated them and just went straight to the police. It seems like that's not really an option, but at this point, sky's the limit, I guess.
I am not going in that house.
I mean, suit yourself. I'll go in by my fucking self. It don't matter to me. If you hear a bang, though, and she reaches in her pocket and pulls out the car keys and hands them over, just fucking leave, I guess.
Don't die. Please don't die. Please.
Yeah, I'm gonna try real hard not to do that, let me tell you. Yep. are you going to be okay out here in the creepy, overgrown backyard where there's no longer a body by yourself?
No, but I'm
What
going to be less
that we
not
could
okay.
stick together and do this together. I remember you saying that when we got out of the car, and now
Well, I
you
was
are
kind
out
of
here
fucking hoping that you
turning
would
into a
decide to not go inside.
What option do I fucking have, Lines?
Leave.
Right.
We could go to
right.
Hotwell and figure out what's going on.
That, you know what? That sounds like such a great fucking plan, but I'm gonna have to pass on that one for right now. There is evidence floating around in the world of
But there's no
something that I
body.
did
Well,
to save your fucking ass. Did you forget that already? That
I
saved
did
your
not.
fucking
No,
ass?
I still fucking hurt, but I can tell you that there's no body here. So if there's no body, there's no murder. So you're fine.
She looks at the house. Hey, if you're in there and you got my gun, I'm coming to get you, motherfucker.
You want to just light the house on fire and run?
That is an option, actually. Are you a little arsonist, Lions? Have you not?
No, I don't want to go in there. And there's clearly nothing going on here. It looks like the place. Things are weird here, and I don't want to go in when they're very strange, because before there was that crazy woman who clearly was not quite perfectly human, and like, I don't know what Estelle was doing inside talking to the wall, but now it looks like no one's been here in 2 fucking years.
Well, let's back it up. Let's rewind for a second. Not quite human.
There was something weird about that woman that did not seem human to me. She had abnormal strength. She had more than human strength.
Have you ever heard of like crazy people having crazy people strength? Like that shit's real. It happens.
Oh God!
Maybe she broke out of some asylum scenario, ended up here in the fucking desert.
And maybe she was a Soviet Russian. A Soviet robot. That's the word. I don't know. But you know what I do know is that if you go in there or we go in there, there's a good chance something weird happens again and one of us dies.
Okay,
is that
well,
worth the gun? When there's no murder apparent?
I know what I did, and I know what I saw, and I know what I fucking left here, Lines, and I ain't leaving without it. So look,
right, fine, let's go in there, fine.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Look, baby girl, just stay behind me. You'll be fine.
Don't patronize me. Jesus Christ.
Well, don't act like such a pussy.
Lead the fucking way.
All right. And she starts stepping it up to the house.
When you walk inside, similar to the outside, the place is way more deteriorated than you would have expected. The carpet is torn up. The wallpaper is all torn out, ripped off. The carpet has been pulled off in places. The wiring has been pulled out of the wall. There's graffiti all over the walls everywhere. There's detritus. There's dead leaves. There's people have been obviously squatting in here. The place feels abandoned, like it has been abandoned for years.
I feel like Dell is just doing her best now to openly ignore this. Like, she walks into this house, and I think there's an initial kind of like, oh, and then she just head down and she starts rooting around through this house looking for this fucking gun.
As you move through the house, you step in and start looking around. You hear sound coming from the other room, and from around the corner of that passageway there, that kind of little arch into the next room, you see appear this person. It's not very clear immediately if they are male or female. They could easily pass for both, and in both cases they would be one of the most beautiful, most striking person you've ever seen. And as they step into the room with this voice that I cannot mimic because I have a deep dude's voice, but this voice that is very melodious, and this again, a voice that could be either male or female. They say, well, what are we here?
Dell instantly reaches into the pocket of her jacket and pulls out the knife she used to decapitate that creature earlier.
Oh, ethylene? That won't be necessary.
The knife does not go down as soon as they say that name. How the fuck do you know who the fuck I am?
Wait, that's your name?
Yes, shut up, Lines.
I knew you a long time ago.
What's that supposed to mean? You knew me?
I'm friend of Iomi's. I knew Iomi a long time ago when both of you still lived with your parents. I was hoping you'd come back around for this, and they hold up the gun.
Iomi didn't have no friends.
I was a well-kept secret.
Oh, were you now?
We had a special relationship, your sister and I. And we stayed friends for quite some time, even after she left your house. We traveled for a while together, and we were together in Hartwell.
See, I told you we need to go to fucking Hartwell.
Hartwell's not there anymore. It's gone. Completely obliterated off the map. You are still living in it, however.
What?
Strange phenomena. If you were to see a topographical map of Hartwell in 1971, you would see that it looks exactly like Baker does. There are a dozen towns just like Hartwell, like Baker, throughout this part of the world. Most of them end up disappearing somehow, like Hartwell did after the fire. They all look the same layout, same people living in them.
The fuck are you talking about? Whole town don't just disappear.
There are far stranger things than whole towns disappearing. That's
yeah,
just
like
the
someone showing up at a house telling me they're fucking waiting on me holding a gun.
You can have the
saying
gun
they
back.
know my fucking sister, that you were friends with my sister.
Do you remember? Let me show you. And they motion, and you see there's an old television set next to you there. And the set flares to life. And when it does, you see a scene that takes a moment for you to kind of really grasp, but eventually you realize it's the front porch of your house. Your parents' house. On the television, you see your sister's favorite little rocking chair. But instead of your sister, there's a very pale doll with a white face, white blonde hair, sitting in the chair, and there's a dark shadow of a man standing over her. You remember her rocking chair, don't you? The purple one? And she would not let you touch. I watched
Is
her.
this some sort of fucking joke?
No, it's not a joke, and I understand that the two of you are very confused, but I'm here to try and give you a few answers. I'm sure you have plenty of questions, perhaps questions you don't even know you have, but you've been thinking, I'm certain, that things are really strange, really weird, seeing things that are not supposed to be, seeing things that are upsetting. And there's a reason for all of that, and I can do my best to try and explain a little bit of it. But I'm sure you've sorted out by now that there's a connection between you and the one that's missing, Callie, and between your sister and another woman named Estelle and another one named Delphine and one named Marjorie, whose house we're in right now. Thank you so much for those gifted subs. Really appreciate it. Sorry, Cat. Sorry, Creep.
No, that's fine. Etheleen's just staring at that TV, at that image. Silent.
I protected your sister from that sow, the foul thing that controlled your mother. Used her belief in her religion to keep you girls cowed and broken. That pig. She knew you were special and that she had to break you early, lacerate your souls with so much trauma that you would never be able to see anything beyond your own suffering. And
Do you hear the fucking words coming out of your mouth right now?
They are the words
that
you
my
need to
mother
hear.
Was controlled by a fucking pig?
Tell me you never heard her voice in your head, telling you that you deserved everything that you were getting, that you were no good, that you would never amount to anything, that even through all of her efforts to cleanse you and to make you into a good girl, your mother would fail and you would keep failing. You would be a failure your entire life. Tell me you never heard her voice say that to you.
I was just a kid. That was me making up fantasies in my own head.
They're not fantasies, Etheline. They are, unfortunately and terrifyingly, the truth. And you can turn around and walk away, but you will not get much of an opportunity to hear the truth. And before you ask, this isn't about your sister anymore. Your sister's no longer here. But, well, there's nothing you can do for Iomi. There is something you can do for yourself and for Robert here, and Callie, and for your sister's daughter.
My what?
What's Robert doing throughout all this?
He's just agitated and he keeps eyeballing the gun. And I think at the end of this monologue, he looks at Dell and asks, how do you feel about that whole turn around and leave bit? I don't know that there's anything here for you other than whatever crazy bullshit this is leading to something bad. And do you mind if we just take the gun?
You can have the gun, I don't need it.
Sure. And he'll walk over and grab it.
He'll let you have it.
Here you go, Dell. Do you want to
hear
stay? Or do you
what
want to
you
go?
said again? My what?
Your sister, the man who took her, the man who she became obsessed with, the man who she pledged herself to serve, a man named Eli Bannon, Father Eli Bannon. See, Estelle, Iomi, Marjorie, and Delphine, the originals, were part of a cult that operated in Hartwell in 1971, a cult called The Founding that was led by Father Eli Bannon. The cult was eventually destroyed during an FBI raid, but the 4 of them were initiates. They were about to be elevated into the ranks of the cult. They were 4 of the very few survivors of that raid. Father Bannon disappeared, and wherever he went to, he was able to reach out to Iomi, and he got her to help him, and she did. And when he returned, she pledged herself to him. Your sister had taken all her trauma from her childhood and turned it into this overriding desire to serve. And she pledged herself to this man, and he took her, and in time, they had a child. But in order to understand the magnitude of all that, I need to explain a few other things to you first. Things that are perhaps not going to make sense, but that I assure you are the cornerstone of understanding what's going on here. And you can walk out that door, but the strange things won't stop. They will not. They will only get worse, and you will not have anyone to explain them to you.
That stupid fucking bitch just trading one chain for another, didn't she?
She did. It was all she knew. She had been brought up to believe that this is what you did. You served whatever you felt deserved your dedication.
Well, thanks to her, me and my friend, she looks at you lines, Bobby, apparently.
Yeah, I told you.
You know, it's somehow fitting, really. We got people hunting us now thanks to these stupid fucking names.
No, those people are dead. I killed them.
Oh, that was you. Well, aren't you the little artist?
Oh. I didn't do what happened after. I killed them. I cut their throats while they were fucking on the bed. And I left. Everything that happened after, somebody else did. Meanwhile,
You son of a bitch.
back in the little hospital, so to speak. Things have been difficult, haven't they, Allie?
I mean, the whole time, yeah. Yeah.
Past 24 hours have been very difficult also. What do you remember of it?
Yeah. I mean, I'd argue longer, but I remember less of that.
I remember.
You remember?
I saw all of it through your eyes. Do you want to know what
Not
happened
much.
to you in the past 24 hours?
Yeah, I would.
After you took the Lucivex in the car, after your high petered out, something inside of you, something that slumbers inside of you, woke and took control, as it does when you have these blackouts.
Okay.
I
The
watched.
god.
Yes, exactly. I watched last night as you were drawn to that motel. By the thinning of the illusion there, your god self could feel it. Could feel the closeness of Metropolis, the ancient city where it was born. When you arrived at room 11, the man and the woman were dead. Another had been there already, cut their throats as they copulated on the bed. Your god self was inspired by their intertwined, bloody, naked bodies.
No.
You severed their heads, emptied out their bodies, arranged them, intertwined like lovers. There was a childlike innocence to your actions. You were simply a god playing with broken toys. Their names were already written in blood on the wall of the bathroom. Throne in virtue, you smiled to yourself. You wrote in Enochian the ancient angelic script and drew ancient symbols that have lost their meanings. You delighted in heightening the horror of the scene, delighted at the thought of the human minds that would shatter, be irrevocably altered at the sight of your work. You pleasured yourself furiously amidst the carnage, till your body was sore from the effort. Your pleasure was infinite. You were a god, and above the mortal concerns of the moment, you reveled in your power and your knowledge, but it couldn't last. Found a phone number, tow-in service. You called, and they sent a man. Lee was his name. You used him, then crushed his throat, so he suffocated. You tossed his body in the trash bins behind the gas stations and took his clothes. You went inside. Now, God is gone. Buried back inside, waiting for your next opportunity. I saw it all. I saw the other times also.
What?
This person you are now, Callie, is just a prison of flesh. There is an ancient divine being inside of you. That is who you truly are, but you've forgotten that, as of all the others. You see through the cracks sometimes, strange things here and there. The Lucivex helps. And then, of course, there's me. Are you all right? Would you give me a keeping it together roll, please?
Oof.
What'd you get?
7.
You feel a small part of you understand the truth of what she's saying. Some of the things she's saying, some of the things she's not saying are things you know somehow, and as that truth settles in on you, you feel a little bit more of your sanity slip away and you lose one stability.
This is a lot.
You can take that thing in your pocket now if you think it'll help.
I might need to, but I also need a second. What do you
Take all the time you need, sugar.
What do you mean that you've been like seeing through my eyes? What does that mean?
You remember the first time you took Lucivex?
Yeah, of course I do.
That was when they put me inside of you.
What do you mean?
I'm a parasite. First time you took Lucivex, I became part of you. I am part of you now, but listen to me, Callie, this is very important. I am not your friend. I may help you when it suits me, but I am simply a hunger you must feed. I am the queen bee nestled in the nest that is your body,
Oh
and
my
the
God.
Lucivex is the royal jelly you must feed me, or I will die. And we are
Oh
so
my God.
entwined, you and I, that if I die, you will shrivel as well. We're indelibly linked now, Callie. You must feed me so I can feed you. Your addiction is my hunger. Things you've done so far, and when she says that, you get a flash of a man's amber ring, are nothing to what you will do in time. Unless I help you.
Oh, wait. So, hold on. But you're not the
The god?
God self?
No, you
or
are the
whatever?
god.
I'm.
You
but,
are the god.
But why would I do? Why would I do all of that?
Who knows why a god does what it does?
What?
Do you
What?
pretend to understand in your current state what a god would do? What a god would think?
I just don't. I don't. I think at this point she takes like a finger, licks it, puts it in whatever container has the cocaine. I don't know if it's a bag or whatever, and just like puts it on her gums.
Does that help?
I'm just trying to put things together because I don't understand. That's all I want to do is understand.
They've been trying to find a way to help your people wake up, see through the illusion, see their god self. They began with a drug called Thorinex. It didn't provide the efforts they needed, and so they brought in priests. Not priests the way you understand them, priests of Malkuth, the being who is attempting to break the illusion, and they invested the souls of special people like me in this new batch called Lucivex, and then they fed them to willing people. I don't know what became of the others, but I'm here with you now.
You said your name was
Delphia
Kitchen.
Kitchen.
I know that name. That's like a cousin or something.
Are we related?
I think so.
Well, that would explain certain things. Blood is powerful.
But is this like one of those things where you're showing me some kind of like familiar face or something?
No, this is what I looked like when I died.
You died and you were put into a drug?
See, the world as you experience it is an illusion. The drugs, the pills you take, are an illusion. They are a symbol of an idea. By ingesting the drug, you allow the idea into your mind. You can't possibly understand all of it, Callie. It will take some time. It will take some time, and that's okay. You have time now. I am here to give you a choice.
What kind of choice?
If this is too much, and you would rather go back to sleep, there is a way for you to get rid of me. And I can tell you that. But it'll mean traveling to a town called Leviathan in Tennessee. There's a holler there. It sits right in the corner of Tennessee, Carolina, and Virginia. It's called Roe Holler. That's where I'm from. My family was there. I killed them all when I was 14. I burned them in their sleep. My uncle and my aunt took me in, but they were monsters as much as my own family was. Nothing is more cruel than monstrous kin. I tried to kill them too, but failed, and the whole village gathered then and took me to the dump and built a pyre of trash and set me on it and burned me alive while reciting psalms and singing hymns to the glory of God. But I cursed them. I cursed them all. My kin rotted in their house, and in time the whole holler rotted away. But I want to go back. You take me back there, and I will show you how you can be rid of me.
Well, but I don't understand. When you say that you're a parasite, why are you giving me the tools to kill you?
Oh, you won't be killing me. You'll be setting me free. Meanwhile...
What does that mean?
Meanwhile, across the desert, you are in the house. The person you've been talking to introduced themselves as Samael.
Del, I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving. Are you coming? There is nothing good here.
Right. I'm feeling a little crazy. I feel like a fucking broken record because I keep saying that.
Yeah, of course.
You feel crazy because that is how you break through the illusion. As your sanity degrades, as you see things in a different way, in an abnormal way, you start to see the truth of it.
Right. So the crazier I go, the more I get to truth.
No way of speaking, yes.
Yeah.
I can make you an offer. I can send you back to sleep if you want. You will forget all of this. You will forget all the weird shit that you've seen. You will turn in for your shift tomorrow. You will get up and paint. Just as if none of this had ever happened. Or I can help you see the truth, but your lives will forever be altered. But you will no longer be asleep. You will be awake, and you will see the truth of the world around you. The truth.
What the fuck does that mean? The truth?
Whose truth?
The world as you experience it is an illusion, a prison. God is gone. God disappeared a long time ago, and his angels and his archons are now fighting over the scraps of this world. They feed off of you. And the illusion is the prison that keeps you moving, keeps you doing the things you do that feed them. There is one named Malkuth who wishes to bring the illusion down and Well, she has her ways.
Yeah,
This
no.
house belonged to Marjorie, who was a follower of Malkuth. That is why she saw so much and knew so much. She called her
good
the
for
Fairy
her.
Queen, but
Yeah, no. We decide what we do and how we keep moving.
no.
And I'm going to move away. Because you're full of shit. You're just full of shit. And I'm done.
You know what?
Peace.
I hate to agree with old Bobby here, but once you start talking all the Jesus God shit, that's where you kind of lose me.
You don't believe in angels?
Unfortunately, no.
I've heard this
See,
shit.
my mama tried a long time ago. Oh God, if I could just she tried real fucking hard.
Yeah, have you ever been part of an Irish Catholic family? Huh? I've heard this shit before, and it's bullshit. Bye. And I'm just gonna turn. and
Open
walk
your
away.
eyes. And as they say this, they change in front of your very eyes. And standing in front of you is this strange alien creature, 6 wings, the chest ripped open, ribcage showing, the heart pulsing underneath it. Do a keeping it together roll, both of you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Plus willpower. Remember to add lose your stability.
Yup.
subtract zero.
That's what's my willpower? I forgot. There it is. Okay, good. That's 8.
Yikes. That is a 5 for me, dog.
The strain is too much for your minds to handle. You both lose 2 stability, and I get to choose your reaction. Both of you,
Great.
in this moment, fall to your knees as you look up at this creature. You feel your mind unable to cope with what it's seeing. You recall stories about how biblical angels were so strange and scary that if you ever saw one, your mind would be scrambled forever. And now you know those stories were true. You believe them as this thing standing in front of you in all its glory. Your eyes cannot deny it, that it is there, is both vile and abject and glorious and beautiful in ways that your words would never manage to describe, your art would never manage to capture, your mind could barely fathom and understand what this thing is. But you know without a doubt that it is real as it stands there in front of you. And before your minds completely shatter, the creature standing in front of you looks like Samael again. Beautiful androgynous figure that you've been talking to.
Wait,
You,
can I shoot it with all the bullets?
You certainly may. You empty the gun.
Yes.
The rapport of the 5 bullets that are left, because one was already shot, echoes throughout the room. The bullets stop just before they reach Samael, hanging in midair for a moment before they drop to the ground. Reality is not what you think it is. And I am doing more than anybody else ever will. I am giving you the choice to see it or to forget it. That is a choice only you can make.
Why? Why us?
Yeah, what he said.
There are other interested parties who have designs. You fit in those designs somehow. I'm merely interested in putting a little bit of a cog in the machinery. Because I loved your sister dearly. She was a true and good friend. And these entities and these people, like Bannon, took advantage of her. And they destroyed everything that was in any way, shape, or form pure about her, that had survived all the violent abuse that your mother and your brothers had visited upon her. And she never got to fight back. And she never got to stand up for herself.
That's because she didn't want to.
That's because she didn't know how. Your mother had beaten every ounce of rebellion out of her. Your brothers had made sure that she had not an ounce of self-respect.
Yeah, and what do you fucking think they did to me? We all get choices. She made the fucking wrong one, clearly.
You made the right one? What you did?
I ain't wearing no chains, am I?
You're the lucky one. You were able to look out for yourself.
I don't think luck has anything to fucking do with it.
Whatever you want to call it. If helping you now, if showing you the truth now, impedes them just one iota, it'll be a small victory for her. Now that's my reason for doing this.
I'm having a hard time believing that you don't have some sort of fucking angle. Honestly. Everybody's got an angle.
My angle is quite far removed from the two of you. I am looking for someone that I hope to find. But I don't think that it has anything to do with either of you.
Del, he's not an angle, he's an angel. Didn't you hear him?
Jesus fucking Christ, Bobby.
Oh, this is all such shit.
I am not going to debate any further. You've seen what you've seen, and you do have the ability to make a choice here. You can walk out that door, which is a choice. You can let me open your eyes, or you can let me put you back to sleep if that's what you really want.
You're telling me that if you just put me back to sleep, someone else is gonna come find me and wake me up?
Maybe, maybe not. You already see through the illusion to a certain degree. You will keep seeing strange things whether or not you pursue them. But this particular nightmare that you're in now will be gone. You will forget everything about it, everything about your sister and me and Marjorie, and about each other to a certain degree.
Kathleen looks over at... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, just the last 24 hours will be gone.
Ethelene looks over at Lines. What do you think?
I think I don't like being told what to do. And I think I want to walk out that door and try my luck. Being asleep or whatever the fuck that is sounds like the worst option I could imagine. But also following this guidance also seems like a terrible option. None of them are good. But at least we can retain whatever independent will we have by walking out that door. And that's what I want to do. How do we know we can trust this answer? Just because he's scary.
Yeah, I kind of like to forget that.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Well, he's telling me that I will.
Oh, with that option. Huh.
We walk out the door, we forget everything, go back to our normal lives. Well, as normal as they fucking can be, I guess.
That all sucks. It's not better. It's not.
Yeah, no, I think all options are pretty much shit at this point.
That is the truth of the world.
Wow, thank you, fucking Captain Obvious.
Yeah, such wisdom. It all sucks. Then why does your way matter? I'm going to go to the car.
Yeah, I think... You want to go get a drink, Bobby?
I want to check out that town. I
Oh
want to
my
go there.
fucking god, why do you want to go to this town? None of this shit matters, Bobby. We
Nothing
could just
matters.
go back to the bar, open the fucking door,
How different
listen
is
to
that?
fucking Dingus singing stupid fucking songs.
That's his version of a nap.
No. I'm gonna give him a fucking version of a goddamn nap.
I'm just going to start walking to the car.
Nothing happens.
I'm
here.
done here.
I think after Lines, now Bobby, I like Bobby, leaves, Etheline stands there. This kid that my sister had.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where they're at? Do you know anything about them?
You've seen the towers, the sun farms outside the city. Company that built them. The man who owns them. He has her.
How old is she?
14.
Does she look like her?
In a way. Her face is pale. Her hair is almost white. They opted to have her in Metropolis, which is city beyond this world, and that place changes people. But she is here.
And so if I take your way, then maybe I could do something about that.
If you want me to awake you, you'll at least see the truth of things.
I don't care about seeing the fucking truth. I just as quickly fucking forget this stupid ass circus. What I do care about is maybe another woman in my bloodline not going through the fucking bullshit that me and my sister had to go through. If you're telling me that there ain't no fucking hope there, then I'm gonna walk out that door and I'm gonna go get myself a fucking drink.
The man who has her is Eli Bannon. The man who took your sister is her father. He is one of the vilest human beings to have ever walked this world. He was a fairly prolific serial killer in California in the 60s. He was a cult leader in the 70s. He enslaved your sister. He traveled to, well, hell and back. There is a devil. His name is Astaroth, and he dwells in Inferno, and on this world the devil is Father Eli Banner.
Those are a lot of words for not answering a simple fucking question.
If you let me awaken you, you stand a chance of saving her.
Fuck. Alright. The fuck do I gotta do?
You have to tell me. I am an angel. I can do this one of two ways. I can do it through pain or pleasure. What's your poison?
Well, life already hurts. Why not make it hurt a little more?
I'll need some help. And I'm sure, darling Creepshow, that you've seen the film Hellraiser. So when
What?
I describe these barbed wire chains that shoot out at you from every angle in the room, wrap you up, rip at your skin, lift you up into the sky, not into the sky, but up in the air, pulling at you, crushing you. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And as the lights in the house dim and the darkness begins to surround you, you feel a presence, something moving behind you, approaching you. The chains dig into your flesh, ripping at you. The pain is almost unbearable, but pain is not something that bothers you. You've been through enough of it, you know. But when the presence behind you coalesces and moves in front of you, and you see this man with these symmetrical bisections in his face with blood dripping from them approach you, a belt of various tools, surgical and otherwise, around his waist. Samael says, Etheline, meet the clergy. And the creature chooses an implement on its belt, and as you stare at it, it begins to cut into you. And meanwhile,
what does that mean?
Callie, I'm not liking this any more than you are. I don't appreciate being a prisoner any more than I'm sure you appreciate being a prisoner in this world, and so I think we can help each other. I will keep you safe until such time as we arrive there, and you will, at that point, be able to remove me. You will find this room, this very same room, but the real one. But that's if you want.
Yeah, I haven't made any decisions yet. I don't really know enough.
You do. You've seen it. You've taken the Lucivex. The words are jumbled in your mind. They are a crisscross of emotions, of thoughts, of feelings, but you've begun to parse through them. You've begun to get a sense of what it all means. You are forever beholden to your hungers. You have made decisions in the past that have brought you here. You have desired to prove yourself so much to your parents that you have put yourself in this situation, and there is no real way out for you.
Oh, God.
The hunger that sits in the pit of your stomach at all times for these chemicals, it's not going to go away. And you're going to lose the battle against it, one step at a time.
I mean, I did it before. I was sober for a while.
This is not a drug. Lucivex is not a drug. Lucivex is a means. Lucivex allows you to see beyond the illusion, and once you've seen beyond the illusion, to go back is impossible, is a nightmare.
I get that. I get that. I understand that. You don't have to tell me the things I've been
So
feeling.
what
I
do you
understand
want?
that.
Do you want to understand? Do you want to know? Do you want to know what it's like to feel your God self? To control it? To be it?
I do want to control it. But is that required? Or is getting you out required to do that?
No. But as long as I am inside of you, you will have the hunger. You must feed me. If I go,
And if I... then I will die, and you will die.
but if we do it my way, you get perhaps to be free of me and not suffer for it.
But, okay, so...
I could make you
again,
do
you're
it.
spitting a lot of...
I could make you do it. And you feel suddenly this incredible urge, the urge to taste Lucivex. You smell it, you feel it, it cramps your stomach, you fall on the ground on your knees. You realize in this moment you would do literally anything. And then it stops. I could make you do it, but I don't want to. You don't get to make many choices, Callie. You've made them, and they've brought you to a point where you don't get to make choices. These feelings, this hunger makes it for you. You know that.
Then why were you quiet for so long?
You weren't ready.
And you weren't dying? We weren't dying?
As long as you keep feeding me, we'll be fine. Do you know where to find Lucivex?
Honest, no. I don't even know how I got it. I mean, other than the guy, but I don't even know how he got it.
You've bought yourself a month, maybe 2, before it cripples you again. And then you will do anything. And unfortunately, without Lucivex, nothing you take will satisfy. And you will try all of it, and you will do all of it, and you will waste away. You will sacrifice your friends and your family. You will do things that will make your stomach turn.
I've already sacrificed my friends and my family.
And you've already done terrible things, I know. But they are a drop in the bucket compared to what you will do in the throes of the real desperation. Callie.
So if you get free, what does that mean? I ask again.
For me or for you?
For both. I don't know. Is this a thing where you go free and then I die? But then if you already died, then what does freedom even mean?
It's not how it works. You live in this world. I live in the other. I will simply get to go there and not be trapped here. I just want to go back to sleep. Where I was before they put me in here.
This isn't some kind of vengeance thing where I'm like unleashing a great evil.
Well, if you encounter Dr. Reyes, I would be very happy if you managed to kill her, but that may not be in the cards. Oh, you know as Dr. Feliz.
That was the
woman who gave you the Lucivex, yeah. She goes by Dr. Reyes now.
now.
Callie,
What?
you're a slave.
Thanks.
And you can keep surviving. Or we can take a little trip together and try to solve both our problems at the same time.
But okay, I still don't know what happens after I free you. What happens to me?
You become Callie. You are free to do what you want. The hunger will leave you.
I don't know. I can't help but think that there's some kind of like other thing attached to this.
You'll see more of the world. You'll understand more of the truth. It will not be pretty.
Yep. The downside.
Think about it. Outside, there's a man waiting in a car. He'll take you to your friends.
Huh?
Think about it.
What do you mean there's a man with a car?
There's a man outside. His name is Church. Thomas Church. He waits for you in a car. He'll take you to your friends. He is vested. He has been looking for me for quite some time.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Of course.
Do you know what happened with my boyfriend?
I believe he's at work.
No. No, not the one at work. Oh, my boyfriend from before.
That's a mystery, ain't it?
Do you have the answers?
I told you, Callie. I'm not your friend. You are sitting on the floor of the bathroom in the hotel room where the murders occurred. The woman is not there, Estelle. You're alone.
I think that happens in the middle of a question that's like, yeah, well.
You see the markings on the wall. And even though the writing is strange and you don't quite understand it, you recognize your handwriting.
Fuck.
You can read what's written there. It is in an ancient script, the language of the angels, the Enochian language, but you can read it. And you know what it says. You've known since you first took Lucivex.
I am love. I pick myself up and walk around. I just observe. So everything that's in here.
You remember
Oh God.
doing all of it and see it through your own eyes, but it's not you. There's someone else doing all of this with your body. It is shocking to the extreme. Give me a keep it together roll.
What a wonderful
World?
number. No, well, that's oh, what am I subtracting here? Actually, I want to use a point for advantage.
Okay.
I got so many. It's not helping. I'm gonna use one more because I have so many. The best I got is an 8.
What really sets your mind reeling is understanding that you did this and that you don't understand why. Yet you do understand why. You did it because you could. Because that is what a god does. And for a moment you touch that divinity inside of you. You lose 2 more stability. As you touch this god self inside of you and you feel it look over its shoulder. And you feel it say, "There you are." And then it's gone. And the lingering feeling of it is like the lingering feeling of Lucivex. That high that opens your mind and shows you everything. But it doesn't leave you disoriented this time. It leaves you more clear-headed than you've ever been, strangely enough. You understand things now. You see them more clearly. Your mind is now flexible enough to grasp these things.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh.
What do you do?
Outside, is there a car?
There is. You see an old Chevy Malibu idling in the parking lot. Someone inside is smoking. You hear the unmistakable sound of the Bee Gees playing.
What song? Staying Alive.
No. Some lesser known B-side.
I started a joke that had the whole world laughing. Good Bee Gees, thank God.
God.
You go out?
Well, if I did this, pardon my unawareness of forensics of the time, but am I just fucked?
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay. There's nothing I can do that can help this. Nothing makes it look like brainwashing, or nothing I could do to make it look like a
You could set it on
steak.
fire.
I could set it on fire. Is there even the means for that? I mean, I have that matchbook, don't I?
You do? You do have the matchbook from the Stardust Motel.
There's people in this hotel.
Yes. But what does that matter?
Do they deserve to be casualties of my destruction? But danger can't touch you when you're dead. Yeah, I'm gonna light it on fire.
Creep. I'm not going to come back to you right now. I'm going to go to Juicy. You walk outside. You stand out. You can hear the cicadas out in the wild. It's quiet. It's peaceful. Car's there. You have the keys.
Yeah, I pause for a moment and then get in the car. Turn the key and I make my way to the nearest gas station. Fill up the tank. And then I feel like in my back pocket there's that test report. And while I'm waiting for the gas to pump into the tank, I pull it out, unfold it, and open it up.
You open it up, and it's not exactly what you thought it would be. It's a blank page with a few words typewritten on it. And the message starts with, "Dear Iomi, I can't stop thinking about that time in the bathroom at the Bolt Hole. And I thought we shared something special. The way you've avoided me and mistreated me since is unacceptable. I don't believe you know that amongst a few of my jobs, I also maintain the computers at many of our local governmental and private health clinics. That is why I have managed to obtain your results for this test and those of several other. The number of faggots in this town is astounding. I don't believe they should get their test results. I think it would be only just that they have to take their chances the way I took my chance with you. The way I allowed myself to finally be myself with you because I thought it would be safe, and turns out it wasn't, was it? I think I'll hold on to people's test results for a little while. Until such time as you prove to me that I'm safe with you. And you remember that man you in a fit of drunkenness or lightheadedness or weakness had an entanglement with, and the one that Delphine caught you. You remember the man vaguely. Yeah. I have his picture somewhere. I'll find it. You remember him barely. But now you know. What do you do?
I pause for a minute. And throw that trash where it belongs. I hop in the car. And I go try to find Hartwell. Because none of this apparently fucking matters. And I at least need to know.
Here's our man, Stan Derwitz. You get in the car. You have... Well, you don't have with you, but you go into the gas station probably and pick up a little map book of Nevada.
Yeah.
You
Small road atlas.
look through it. You don't see a Hartwell anywhere. You know it's out there. You remember Samuel saying that it was just outside Las Vegas. Surely someone there remembers a town burning.
Yeah. And I mean, I can look at the map around Las Vegas. The routes, they probably still go in the direction they did before. So there's probably on the map somewhere an unmarked area that looks like a town but doesn't exist. Right?
There's an area where the roads are kind of laid out like Baker. That sort of strange triangle of Baker.
Yeah. I'll try that. Maybe I'll get there before sun comes up.
You start the car. You drive off. Ethylene. The creature leans close to you, brings some kind of sharp, thin blade to your collarbone, presses it against the skin, and then stops. Looks over its shoulder at Samael and says, "No. Physical pain is not gonna work for this one. Been through too much. Too strong. I think we have to try something else." You hear the sounds of your sisters screaming from the barn. You hear your brothers. You, at this point, are very young and have not had to undergo this, but you don't quite understand what is going on, but you know it's not good. You sit outside the barn, your back to the old wood, and you listen to her. scream over and over and over, and you look up to the side and you see lying there in this pool of mud and shit this big black sow just staring at you with its little piggy eyes. And no, that's not gonna work either. It's not enough. It's not enough. You stand, Etheline, in the doorway to your parents' bedroom, middle of the night. Your shadow falls on their sleeping form. What do you do?
Is it that night?
It is. You've spent days working up your courage. Days planning. Nights dreaming of nothing but this moment.
I'm looking at them, but it's hard to see them as people anymore after all the things that they've done to me. They're shaped like people, but they're monsters. One of them was maybe a little bit more active of a monster. That was my mother. My father was the absent monster who let things happen because he was too busy with the bottle. But I'm standing there and I get closer to their bed and that hatchet just feels so fucking heavy in my hands. I've held it plenty of times before. I got real good at chopping wood. When you do something repetitive, it helps to clear your mind of things. I could fucking chop wood for hours. And she gets closer and closer to that bed, and it's almost like they start to become those round cylinders of wood. How easy it would be to just splinter it all away. And then it would be gone and it wouldn't be a problem anymore. Just another bit of kindling for the fire. She raises that axe. And she just lets it drop.
She doesn't.
But it...
He lacks the strength. She stands there over their bed. You hold up that axe and they're right there sleeping. Smell alone of your father, that smell of booze and tobacco, rot in his mouth, wafts over you and you can't do it. You don't have the strength to do it. You hear downstairs your sister crying, calling to God to save your family. Save your parents, your brothers, save her. And you don't have the strength to do it. You're too weak.
God, I want to. Because I know it would just be like butter. It wouldn't be like wood at all. I think she turns to go find her sister.
You go downstairs. The Christmas tree is in the corner. It's got barely any lights in it. It's this old tree. It's not even an evergreen. It's an old piece of birch or something that someone drugged into the house and threw a couple lights on, and there's this hand crocheted star at the top that's kind of drooping. And you see Iomi on her knees, praying to God, and you get angry. How dare she? How dare she pray to God, this self-same God that your mother has used every day of her life as a reason for all the pain she's inflicted upon you? How dare she believe that there is such a thing as God? How dare she invoke its name to stop you from doing what you're supposed to do? That must be what happened. Only God could have taken that strength away from you. You were so ready. You were so prepared to do it. And she's there on her knees in front of you, her back to you, promising herself, promising to be good and to serve God. If you'll just spare the family. That hatchet is in your hand.
You stupid bitch. He can't hear you. He ain't even fucking real. She lifts the hatchet slowly over her head as she's laughing. She feels outside of herself. Like she's watching it from a space over. And she drops that hatchet straight down on top of her pretty little head.
You stand
and she
outside.
starts laughing harder and harder as she's doing it.
You're outside laughing as you watch that big sow and her little ones gnaw at her sister. Your sister gnaw at her body. Roll around in that mud and that shit with her. Eat her, and you're laughing. You're laughing. Your mom and dad and your brothers come down and they gather around you and they're laughing with you. And looking down at your sister being eaten by that sow. You're in jail. The woman's thighs are wrapped around your head. She's squirming and moaning. Her smell fills your nose. Her taste fills your mouth. Her fingers are curled through your hair. You feel down underneath the mattress and you find the sharpened piece of steel that's there. What do you do?
I'm fucking disgusted. It was too easy, really. And I ain't just disgusted with her, I'm disgusted with my fucking self. I just want this to be fucking over already. Can we move along? And she pulls that shit out and drives it inside of her. Over and over and over again.
The woman screams and her blood shoots up in your face and fills your mouth as you stab and stab and stab, and then you hear a scream behind you. Another woman Someone you weren't expecting has just stepped into the room, has seen you. What do you do?
She stands up, silent as a fucking mouse. Shh, coming at her. She still has that blade in her hand, and as she's trying to silence her, it just is too easy how fast it shoots up and just goes straight through her fucking neck. Just be quiet. Please just be quiet. I have to do this.
The woman, a girl really, aged about 14 with pale skin, pale hair, drops to her knees, your blade slipping out of her neck.
God damn it, why could you just be fucking quiet? Mind your business.
You stand in the middle of that cell with two of them dying around you. You failed. They'll never let you out now. You weren't supposed to kill this other one. You were just supposed to kill that first one, not this one. They're not gonna let you out now. You fucked it up again. You fucked it up again. Like you always fuck it up. There's really only one thing left to do. You still have that blade. There's only one way to stop from continuously fucking up, Etheline. Is you're a fuck up. That's all you'll ever be. You couldn't kill your fucking parents. You couldn't save your sister. Now you couldn't even do this fucking job. Why don't you do the world a fucking favor, Etheline? And rid it of your useless fucking carcass.
She takes a step back and stumbles against the wall, slides down it. I just blow out the fucking candle. Up the street, not across.
You don't feel much. You're kneeling on the floor in the middle of this house. In a pool of blood, your own blood. Your arms savaged, open. You're alone. You feel the very last little bits of your life ebbing away, dripping through the holes in your arms. There's not much left. It's the last thing you think about.
I'm so fucking tired.
You're no longer tired. You're dead. Callie, you're in the motel room. You have the matches. What do you do?
I look around at this place one last time, and the thought that I have is how everything that I've done has brought me here, and how I have to finish this if I want anything back. And so I think I go around, starting from the farthest back in this motel room, perhaps the drapes, and take one of the matches, light it, and let it sit at the base of the curtain, waiting for it to catch. And I say, before my visual receptors, not my eyes, I saw the answers to the universe displayed before me. And as that catches, I go over to the bed and I rip up another match and I look at the bodies effectively conjoined. And I toss the match into the center of them and say, it was like I could not understand them. And it felt so good. Something so ungodly saw me. And I go over to another part of the room and tear off another match and light it. I was God. I was divine. It perceived me. I was danger, and in danger, but danger couldn't touch me when I was dead. And I flick the match. And as I go to leave, to go stand towards the door, I tear off the last match from the book. And there was so much fear. But I was love. And I toss it into the room and close the door and head down to the car.
Ahead of you, Robert, you see the lights of Las Vegas. As if on cue, the radio starts to play Viva Las Vegas, but the ZZ Top version.
God, I hate this fucking song.
You watch the lights approach from such a distance in the desert. You can see them from miles away, and over to the east, the sun is starting to rise. And as the sun rises and the light climbs into the sky, the lights of the city begin to attenuate. Suddenly it feels like the city is miles and miles and miles away. It's almost disappeared from you as the lights flicked off. It seems further than it's ever been.
I pull over the car, and I have the drawing pads, in the seat next to me, and I grab one, and I just try to capture the moment, the way the light hits the shitty city, the way the shadows fall from the buildings as the sun is just peeking over the mountains.
You get absorbed in your work, the way you do when you do your best work. You go somewhere else and your hands do all the work for you, and when your eyes refocus, you realize you've drawn an image of Etheline on her knees in the middle of a room, her arms but wide open. A sea of blood surrounding her. Lifeless.
She's still beautiful, though. And I kind of shake off the, emotional scum of the prior night and put the pad in the passenger seat and look at it one more time and drive over to Hartwell. Or at least what I think is Hartwell. I just need to know. After all this.
Etheline, you take a deep breath. Pain floods back into your body. But it's distant, far away. You open your eyes and you see rising up in front of you a dark, vast city. You see giant gears and cogwheels in the skies turning. You see smokestacks billowing, leaded colored smoke. You see fires burning in the distance, giant buildings that grow so tall that they get lost in the dark firmament above. You feel a hand on your shoulder. And you look up and you see Samael there. He looks down at you and smiles and says, "Now you know the first secret. Death is only the beginning." Come on. Get up.
She slowly stands. She looks down at her wrists.
You have these massive scars from the inside of your elbow all the way down into the palm of your hands and several places across.
She looks up to Samael. Well, I do hope that my padded cell is fully functioning and that maybe they're giving me the best drugs I ever had in my life.
You wish you were getting off that easy. Come on. It's time to go see what the truth is.
She quietly follows along.
On that note, my friend, we will end its first arc. Well, it's 1986. This sweet, tender, pastoral game. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay?
So good. Why?
Oh, absolutely not, but that has nothing to do with this game.
Oh,